I'm Cam Watala, former Trenton Trojan and Bowling Green Falcon. You're watching State Champs, the best high school sports show anywhere.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Hungry Howie's. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughrazor.com for details. Van Andel Institute. Get involved at purplecommunity.org. Our friends with the UAW and Chrysler. Warrior Sports. Cross the Line. And Pirani's Hockey World. 14 Michigan locations. Go to hockeyworld.com for info.
Back inside the State Champs Sports Network studio for one last time in 2014. Welcome to State Champs. We are powered all year long by Lawrence Technological University. My name is Lauren Plant. Got some help this week.
That's right, Lauren. Great to be here. I'm Ryan Terpstra, and I've got a big-time main event for you this week. It's a grudge match in hockey as Muskegon Mona Shores hosts U of D Jesuit.
All right, Kiera Lancaster has a very cool story on a college football recruiting fair that took place this week, and Sean Belizean is back with a Warrior Sports Hockey Player of the Year update.
But first, let's get to basketball highlights from around the state of Michigan. We call it the Full Court Press.
We crank up the start of the boys' hoop season with the marquee matchup. The Derek Coleman Elite Tip-Off Classic headliner, U of D Jesuit, taking on Chicago's Morgan Park High School. This game played at Mumford. Always big when it's Chicago versus the D, standing room only. Class A state semifinalists a season ago, Jesuit in white looking good early. The senior Gary Collins, the penetration. Cubs led 26-21 after one. Fresh off back-to-back Illinois state championships, Morgan Park is a big-time recruit, a recent California transfer with offers from the likes of Kansas, Marcus Levette. The 360 and the lay-in, he finished with 17, but the Mustangs trailed the Cubs 41-39 at halftime. Make no mistake, U of D has a star of their own. Back for his junior season, ranked one of the best in the country in his class at the point guard position, Cassius Winston. He's got the headband, and he's got a bucket here. 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 32 points for Winston, with MSU coach Tom Izzo in attendance, mind you. Winston for the hoop and the hard. U of D Jesuit takes care of Chicago Morgan Park 80-69 the final. How about some more action from the Derek Coleman Classic? We head now to the girls. Detroit Cass Tech matched up with the Lady Blue Devils from Grosse Pointe South. Ranked 4th in our preseason rankings, South is deep. Not rare as many as a dozen players see game time. The Illinois recruit Sierra Rice inside of Brenna Ames and the Bunny. Blue Devils led by 9 early. Second straight game in as many days, Cass Tech was facing top 10 competition. Nice play here. Second quarter, Clint Willis on the dribble drive. The Technicians just trailed by 3, 27-24 at halftime. Grosse Pointe South took control the rest of the way. Off the steal, Ames delivers to the D1 recruit Elisa Brown. Bucket. Brown scored 17. Later, Brown with the kick out to Anna Carmody. She drains the triple. The junior also finished in double figures with 10. Grosse Pointe South cruises over Cass Tech, 69-47 the final. Let's send it over for more hoops with David Faze.
Keep your focus, concentrate on the little things that we talk about all the time. Do your job, play hard, play smart.
Thanks, Lauren. A matchup on the hardwood between 2 of this year's football state champions as Clarkston welcomed in Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Clarkston got off to a hot start, but thanks in no small part to shots just like this one from highly touted freshman Foster Lawyer, Clarkston fought back to hold an 18-17 lead after one. And they continued it into the second. Here it's junior Ryan Holmes with the swipe, and he'll go all the way finishing through contact, and at the half, it was 32-23 Wolves. Eaglets trying to climb back into it, and senior Jason Boswell doing his part as he buries the 3 on his way to a 16-point night. But after 3, it was Clarkston with a 51-34 lead. and they would seal it in the fourth as they worked the ball around to junior Luke Rakuta, who deposits that one from the corner to help send Clarkston on to victory. The Wolves protect home court as they defeat Orchard Lake St. Mary's, 68-49 the final. Now let's go to Kevin Gale out in Lansing.
Thanks, David. Meet Brandon Johns, 6'7" East Lansing freshman, only 14 years old, but even Tom Izzo drops by to see his high school debut at DeWitt. He scores only 2 points, then Ben Zamira picks his pocket there. Glassy finish puts DeWitt up 6. Then Zamira kicks it to Donovan Tarn. Wide open for 3 at the top of the key. DeWitt leads 36-27 late in the third. But EL starts chipping away. Corunna transfer Mikhail Miles drives and scores in his first game as a Trojan. That's a hoop harm and tumble. Moments later, Miles showing off his court vision. Little flip pass to Miguel Montez. Down low for 2 of his 10 points on the night. DeWitt lead cut to 2. Keep your eye on the ball. Whoop! Tarn fakes the pass for DeWitt, lays it in off the glass. Game tied at 44 with just 3 minutes left. But that's when EL goes ahead for good. Miles throws in a deep ball, game high 23 points. East Lansing wins the opener 54-48. Now let's finish the full court press with Ryan Terpstra.
Thanks, Kevin. Our final game comes from the West Michigan Conference. North Muskegon taking on Muskegon Oak Ridge. The Eagles of Oak Ridge started out on fire. Mackenzie Davis kicks it out to Hannah Reinhold. She buries the long gun. Reinhold was 3 for 3 from downtown as part of a 15-0 run to start the game. North Muskegon would find their legs off the inbounds. Olivia Duncan slashes to the hoop, off the glass, and one. She led the Norse with 10 points. For Oak Ridge, Reinhold stayed hot in the second half. The sophomore in the corner splashes another 3. She finished with 21 points. Eagles beat North Muskegon 56-28. For the full court press, I'm Ryan Terpstra.
All right, so we might as well call this a commitment week on this week's Recruit Report. I'm Kyle Bogenschutz with Scout.com. 4 commitments in total, 2 staying in the state of Michigan, 2 headed out of state. We'll start with 2015 Detroit Cass Tech running back Mike Weber. He decides to commit to Ohio State and Urban Meyer. Obviously, the offense, a huge deal for Weber. We'll continue to see and monitor this one. I want to see what happens with Michigan and their coaching staff, whether or not Les Miles and Jim Harbaugh end up in Ann Arbor. I think that'll have a lot to do with where Weber ends up eventually. Staying in the Big Ten, 2015 wide receiver Grant Perry out of Brother Rice had a record-setting year this year. He commits to Northwestern and Pat Fitzgerald. His relationship with Fitz, something that really stood out. The academic piece as well. Also, that spread offense, he's going to get the ball quite a bit. I think this is a young man that is going to make other teams in the Big Ten pay for not offering him sooner. A couple other commitments in the MAC as well. 2015 Saline cornerback Tyrone Miller had a big senior year, a lot of Power 5 interest, no offers from them, but he commits to Central Michigan, a big-time pickup for the Chips. Great size, 6 foot, 190 pounds, can play safety as well. And then Western Michigan picks up a commitment from 2015 offensive lineman Wesley French, 6'5", 300 pounds. He'll row the boat, and Kalamazoo said he loved the intensity of the coaching staff for the Broncos. With this week's Recruit Report, I'm Kyle Bogenschutz.
What's up, State Champs fans? Stephanie here. Football season is officially over, but this week Kiara Lancaster goes in focus to a football expo where high schoolers can meet with college football programs. And later you'll see the State Champs team hit the field for some flag football fun. Stick with us.
We want you.
We are Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anyone.
We want the brainiacs, visionaries, geniuses, and game changers. We want the students who will change the world through technology, science, business, and design.
So if you're ready to explore your possibilities,
we want you at LTU.
Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything.
Before the NBA draft, Andre Drummond was labeled a project. If you're not in school and labeled a project, don't give up. Get back in the game with the Back on Track program. This free program allows students to get valuable on-site vocational training, earn a diploma online with a flexible schedule, or take one class at a time until you graduate. We have year-round enrollment, so it's not too late.
Don't let a label keep you down. Grab the rebound and score with the Back on Track program.
Call 855-512-3212 or go to backontrack.education for more information.
Hello, Howie Roll. So you really think that this is better than just walking into a Hungry Howie's and getting a ready-to-go Howie Roll?
I do. I really do.
And what's that tube for?
Pants. Oh, these are yours.
Get a Howie Roll with a 20-ounce Pepsi for just $5. Or get a meal deal for any size budget. Now that's an idea.
Hungry? Howie!
Welcome back to State Champs. Let's go in focus now. Maybe you're not a top Division I college football prospect, but you still want a chance at playing college football. You need to make sure that you attend a college football recruiting fair. Kiera Lancaster has the story.
Many high school athletes have the dream of playing sports at the collegiate level. The recruitment fair hosted by the Michigan High School Football Coaches Association is making that dream possible. Here, over 25 high school coaches and 35 college recruiters exchange information about college athlete hopefuls.
Great opportunity put down by our High School Coaches Association to, get our kids' names out there and get some exposure for kids who might not otherwise have gotten that.
Contrary to popular belief, the main focus of college recruiters is not just your playing ability, but your performance in the classroom.
Academics are number one, you're a student athlete, and the word student comes first. If you don't have the grades, everything else doesn't matter.
The higher your GPA is, the more college athletic opportunities you'll earn. We need to teach that to kids. Don't worry about the athletic scholarship. Get the academics, and then schools will let you play for them.
The Michigan High School Football Coaches Association is hosting their 8th recruitment fair, but new this year is the Alliance of African American Athletes. The Alliance of African American Athletes launched their Detroit chapter at the recruitment fair. Their main mission is to inform students of the requirements needed to become a college athlete.
We wanted to launch the Alliance today to the student athletes, and we also wanted to educate all the student athletes in this area who have a dream to be a college athlete on the proper rules of recruiting.
A helpful hint to high school athletes, the recruitment process starts earlier than you think.
The recruiting process for the NCAA begins the first day of the freshman year. Waiting till your junior year is hurting a lot of kids.
I'm Kiera Lancaster with State Champs. In Focus is presented by the Van Andel Institute. Join the Purple community today and to learn how your school can fight cancer at purplecommunity.org.
We are Portage Central, and it's time for the Power Play.
Right at the end of this story, right here, right now. And that story's going to end with we're raising that classic, we're raising that canoe, and we're going home happy, boys. I'm proud to leave you boys up here.
We start our man advantage in Kalamazoo. Trophy game, the Portage Scholarship Hockey Classic. Portage Northern taking on Portage Central in front of 1,700 fans. First period, Northern in white and pressing. Kobe Vincent pokes a puck away. Nice move to get free. Roofs it home to give the Huskies a 1-0 lead going into the break. Portage Central responded 4 minutes into the second. John Hayward sends it right in front of the goal. Zach Kinney is there to finish it up and knot this up. Later, Central looking to take the lead. Matt Presley with the shot. Rebound finds the skate of Max Moans. He settles and scores. Portage Central downs their nemesis Portage Northern 3-2. They take back the Canoe Trophy. Back downstate now is the Knights of Grosse Pointe University Liggett, ready for their annual battle with their rivals from Utica Eisenhower. Ranked 4th in the state in the preseason, unbeaten Knights struck first. Senior forward Drew Sabina will crash the net, clean up the rebound. Eagles held a 1-0 advantage after one. On to the second, and the Eagles now up 2-1. That is until the Liggett senior Jacob Smith finds Mason Campout with this feed in front. The freshman with plenty of time to fire it home. We stayed tied at 2 into the third. Utica Eisenhower rolled from there. Sabina will pick it off at center ice, ahead to Jack Tobchik. Jack with the wind-up, the rocket top shelf put the Eagles back in front. The capper came in the final minutes. The senior Joe Barton digging it out of the corner, circles, shoots, ricochets off the Knight defenseman. Can't score if you don't shoot. Utica Eisenhower with a big road win as they knock off the Liggett Knights, 5-2 the final. Still time on the power play for one last rush here in Southeast Michigan. An OAA white matchup, the Troy Colts at home versus West Bloomfield. Troy starting the season hot after an initial loss, riding a 4-game win streak. First period, the junior defenseman Jacob Smith from the point, Andrew Peters with the tip pass Anthony Cruz. Colts led 1-0. Troy spent a lot of time in the offensive zone in the first 2 periods. Paid off too. Here, Bob Urban finds Peters, the senior on the breakaway. Count it. Troy cruising up 3. West Bloomfield came in with a 3-1 record, got on the board late in the second. Sean Wigler sends a backhand pass to junior forward Drew Warnecki. He's free. He finds the back of the net. But Troy sealed it in the opening minute of the 3rd period. Lawrence Rowe picks off the clearing attempt. This slapper makes a visit to the red light district. Troy beats West Bloomfield 5-3. Back to full strength now. Power play over.
Hey, what's up? It's Sean Baligian once again for the Warrior Player of the Year competition. Don't forget to go online and check out the nominees. Now, for now, it's very early in the season. We're going to keep our list at 10, but we wanted to point out one player in particular. Doing great things over in Novi, senior Brad Hofflick. Outstanding start so far for the young man. Had a hat trick, all 3 goals against Plymouth. And the Wildcats are going to be a team to watch. They've got a very tough schedule, but playing in the always tough KLAA, I think that's going to be a team to keep an eye on once the playoffs start. So we are out here in Ann Arbor at Perani's, and lots of great things going on at the holiday season, if you will. I'm going to bring in my buddy Nolan, one of the great staff out here at Perani's. Nolan, as I said, lots of savings to be had holiday time, right?
Oh yeah, we're going to have anywhere from 20% off all skates, 20% off all sticks. We got helmets, gloves, anything we need, we got it.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you come out here, say hi to Nolan, and get yourself some savings. Hey, for State Champs, I'm Sean Baligian.
Hey guys, make sure you definitely continue to head to statechampsnetwork.com to vote for your Hockey Player of the Year candidates. Next is our Ultimate Sports Blitz with action from around the state. Don't go anywhere.
My purple is defeating cancer.
My purple is my grandma.
Everyone has a reason for joining Purple Community.
My purple is fighting Parkinson's.
My purple is my mother.
Because that's where the fight to end cancer, Parkinson's, and other diseases begins. When you participate in a Purple Community event, 100% of your donation goes directly to research at Van Andel Institute. Get involved. Join us at purplecommunity.org.
We want you.
We are Lawrence Technological University, and we don't want just anyone.
We want the brainiacs, visionaries, geniuses, and game changers. We want the students who will change the world through technology, science, business, and design.
So if you're ready to explore your possibilities,
we want you at LTU.
Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything.
Welcome to Perani's Hockey World, the toy store for hockey players. They have been outfitting beginners, professionals, and teams since 1976. Perani's has an experienced, knowledgeable staff, the largest selection, and simply the best prices. In fact, Perani's has the best price guarantee. Now, if you can find a better price, they will beat it by 5%. Come to one of their 22 locations or log on to hockeyworld.com for amazing savings and to join the Perani's E-Club for special offers all year long. It's always hockey season at Perani's.
Hello, Howie Roll. So you really think that this is better than just walking into a Hungry Howie's and getting a ready-to-go Howie Roll?
I do. I really do.
And what's that tube for?
Pants. Now these are yours.
Get a Howie Roll with a 20-ounce Pepsi for just $5. Or get a meal deal for any size budget. Now that's an idea.
Hungry Howie's.
Welcome back to State Champs. I'm David Faze. If you were with us last week, then you got a chance to see just how much of an impact the Denso Corporation has made on Lawrence Tech in a variety of programs, including Blue Devil Motorsports and biorobotics engineering. Well, Denso has done so much for LTU that we simply couldn't fit it into 1 week. So here is part 2 of the connection that is Lawrence Tech and Denso.
Denso funding has provided
the ability for us to expand our infrastructure in ways that we normally would never have been able to do. This allows us to bring in the latest technology, sophisticated technology that we can use for multiple applications in multiple different departments. A number of people are being able to draw upon these resources that is the latest technology that industry in many cases would typically only have access to.
Possibly the greatest benefit that all of these opportunities provide for LTU students is the distinct advantage they have when they hit the workforce with practical knowledge far beyond their years.
Denso makes a significant impact on the human investment at Lawrence Tech by providing our students with mentorship opportunities, internships, co-ops, and hiring so many of our alumni to go on into their professional engineering careers.
Just once more, a huge thank you to Denso for all they do for Lawrence Tech. And as always, if you'd like to learn more about anything Blue Devil Country has to offer, visit ltu.edu. For State Champs, I'm David Faze.
We're the East Grand Rapids swim team, and this is the Ultimate Sports Blitz. Yeah!
We begin the Blitz in Oakland County, an assembly match in wrestling between the three-time defending D1 Team State Champs, Detroit Catholic Central, hosting Brighton. Bulldogs coming in ranked 3rd in D1. We start with the 119-pounders. Junior Grant Morrison taking care of CC's Joe Lyon. Back come the second-ranked Shamrocks at 130. Senior Michigan commit Trevor Zademski needed just about a minute to get Ben Yar and the pin. But it would be all Brighton. At 135, senior Kyle Bonsack in cruise control. He finishes off Aiden Wag. Bulldogs won 10 of the 14 matches. At 171, Nick Brish seals victory with the pin over Connor Cox. Early statement win for Brighton as they beat Detroit TC. We hit the lanes now on the west side of the state. Lowell facing off against Grand Rapids Northview in bowling. Host Wildcats held an early lead thanks in part to Jacob Zom. He throws a strike to get an early Baker game W. But Lowell would storm back. Justin Everett led the way. The Red Arrows slipped past Northview 16-14. To the girls' side of things we go. Little different story. Lowell had a solid team effort from top to bottom. Kristen Sheldon Rolling sits all 10 of them down for her squad, but Northview was on fire all day. Marissa DeMario served as the anchor as the Wildcats swept the match 30-0 for a great early season victory. Boys swimming season opened this week. East Grand Rapids hosting Plainwell. EGR finished 3rd at last year's D3 state finals. Andy McGregor looking to lead the team back. Here he holds off teammate Christian Bart to win the 200 IM. To the most exciting finish of the day, 100 freestyle. Weiner battling teammate Jack Filion, the senior Weiner able to capture his second event. The Pioneers cruise to an opening victory over Plainwell.
Thanks for hanging out with us this week on State Champs. Coming up is our main event in boys hockey. U of D Jesuit takes on Muskegon Mona Shores. But first, let's head to Ford Field to see the State Champs team tackle Crohn's and colitis.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your nonprofit organization can sell paper pizza certificates that your customers can redeem for one medium pizza at participating Hungry Howie's locations. Go to doughraiser.com to learn about, sign up for, and order everything Dough Raiser. Request a Dough Raiser kit for your group today. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
I got popcorn.
I love Move It trailers.
Me too.
This winter, if you're going to die, die nasty. Fear the power of the Warrior Dynasty.
Holy
We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table. When we sit down together, we share our expertise. You've got a legal problem, we know you need relief. Advice that you can trust, that's why people come to us. We're the Cronin Law Firm, bringing more to the table.
Hey guys, Stephanie here at Ford Field, where state champs and some of our football friends are helping tackle Crohn's and colitis disease in a flag football tournament. Let's see how it all went down. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America hosted its first flag football tournament, A Touch of Football, in Detroit this week at Ford Field. While the event has happened in other places across the U.S., such as New Jersey and Seattle, this was the first time the CCFA has held this event in Michigan. There were 8 co-ed teams participating in the CCFA's flag football event, officiated by trained referees right where the Detroit Lions play their home games, an opportunity of a lifetime. And the state champs team took full advantage of that opportunity, winning the first 3 games of the night to head to the semifinals and then to the finals. Exhaustion was imminent, but the state champs team pushed through to take home the first place trophy. The real winner of the night, however, was the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, raising over $30,000 to help in the fight against Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. If you want to hear more about the foundation or donate, head to ccfa.org. I'm Stephanie Funkhauser for State Champs.
It's time for our main event, and we've got a great one for you this week between 2 ranked hockey squads. The University of Detroit Jesuit, number 7 in Division I, facing Muskegon Mona Shores, number 9 in Division II. It's an East versus West showdown to end the year. Let's get to the highlights right now.
We got to come off the first shift and set the tone, boys, because you build on that. Every shift you go out there, you play like it's your last.
These early season hockey games serve as a good barometer to where you are as a team, and both of these squads wanted this one. First period, UD Jesuit down a man, but they are the ones applying the pressure. Andrew Griffin fires it in, loose puck, and Christian Worth Karbler fights his way in, bangs it home for the short-handed 1-0 lead. Second period, Jesuit on the break and showing some teamwork. Teddy Apap to Lorenzo D'Agostini, back to Apap. He finds Neil Hodgins, and that was a pretty goal. But Mona Shores would not fold. Connor Edlin digs the puck out. He's going to circle around the back of the net, finds Sam Curran in front for the one-timer. Sailors cut the deficit in half. Third period, Jesuit back in the open ice. It's Marty Nagel carrying it on in. 2-on-1 to Karbler for his second goal of the game. UD Jesuit makes the long bus trip worth it as they defeat Muskegon Mona Shores by a final of 4-1.
All right, well, as we put a bow on the year 2014, we take a second to appreciate what we're truly grateful for.
That's right. We are, of course, very grateful to you, all the fans who watch the show, and also our great partners, including Lawrence Tech University, Hungry Howie's, Van Andel Institute, Warrior Sports, and Pirani's Hockey World.
All right, got to let you know, State Champs will be back better than ever on Sunday, January 11, 2015 at 9 a.m. right here on Fox Sports Detroit. So from all of us with the State Champs Sports Network family,
happy holidays, everyone.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Hungry Howie's. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughraiser.com for details. Van Andel Institute. Get involved at purplecommunity.org. Our friends with the UAW and Chrysler. Warrior Sports. Cross the Line. And Pirani's Hockey World. 14 Michigan locations. Go to hockeyworld.com for info.